What's up, chat? Welcome to day 243 of backtesting every day until I'm profitable. Today is the 30th of December. We have a very crazy power outage, so I will be backtesting using cellular data. Unfortunately, my phone was off, and yeah, I had to borrow a phone to use so you can do the backtesting. So I have to get the reps moving. So without delay, I think we should just get started. Maybe if we open the charts, maybe can have some, well, a little lighting, but other than that, I would like to just start with the session. So I hope you enjoy it. It might lag way too much because of because of the strength of the internet, which is really low. So yeah, I hope you will stand that. Okay, so let's go. I would like to head to the next day here. Start of new game session. Then go to the daily and do some analysis, so you can see the price is heading higher. So on MES, MNQ as well, I believe it's the same thing. So let's remove this here. You can see the price is heading higher, and I believe it might be going to these all-time highs here. Check the 4 hour. 4 is expanding real good. 1 hour is having a minor retracement, and we have a low hanging fruit right here. So let's see where we can take this. So I'd like to see a run lower, then maybe a potential an entry opportunity, which doesn't get presented right away, but it's okay. So price is dropping heavily, then retraces back up. There is no inversion just yet, but there might be one once price inverses here. You can see that we get a beautiful inversion of this gap here. It's a 1 minute inversion. It's 9:43, and the 15-minute candle is about to close really good. So I think we can target the all-time high as well. So my entry will be here. Take profit at this high, and then stop probably the low of the candle that formed the inversion gap. So this will be 500/30, which will be 16 micros. Yeah, so the stop will be at this low here, and then take profit at the high. Now we gotta do is just sit and wait. Okay, that's a good expansion high. If it moves 80% of what I expect for it to move, then I can move to break even. Otherwise, I'll just let it consolidate around or even stop me out. It's consolidating around entry too much, but if it breaks structure here, then you can move our stops. So it runs these highs with a very crazy SMT, so we're gonna get stopped out either way here. Okay, this is a good movement. There goes take profit for full 2 hour, even though the trade takes way too long, but yeah, the execution was really good. So first trade of the stream, very beautiful 2 hour that delivered around 1k I believe, or shy of it. Let's see closed positions. Don't tell me the internet is this slow. Okay. Yeah, it was 1k. Now we can continue with the session and see what happened later in the day. I don't think there was any other entry opportunity in the day. That's why you might seize what you get, but I think I actually see one. the 5 minute where price ran this low here, and well, it wasn't an SMT, but it's a 5 minute gap retracement right there, and then it broke through the gap, which was not quite good. So after the run on relatively equal lows, get an inversion right here, then price expands higher for around 20 points. So not a bad trading day, I'd say. Let's head on to the next day. New York session is expanding higher, so we might be using some standard deviations here because we don't have any clear targets on the left side of the chart. So there's this standard deviation. You can see that all targets have already been met, so we might just take this day because it's already overbought. We have just have to wait a few hours to long this thing. Okay, get a run on these lows here from 6. I believe yes is running them as well. If not, well, might take some longs. This is some crazy drop. Wonder why. Well, with this 15-minute retracement, I really would still favor longs. Doesn't look like shorts to me yet. We have a 930 opening high as a draw, and though it's really far, but we can target it. It will depend on how this 15-minute closes, because it will dictate if we get stopped out or if we can get any money from this trade. So the stop will be at the low and take profit at the high. It's a 5-minute gap retracement. We are cooked. About the 15, yeah, we are done here. We are done. Look at how this 4-hour closed, man. And I want to long it. Well, I want for Christmas. I called for it. Not bad. 930 high wasn't also taken out on ES, but I can see that there were a couple of runs higher. This confirms that price doesn't have the will to go higher. I have a beautiful SMT here. I think shorts could still work out. I wonder where. Okay, shorts longs are not gonna work out. Let's look for some shorts which the market doesn't want to present just yet. Maybe tomorrow. Get a small retracement into this 5-minute gap here. Where price falls short of these highs after it runs them. You can see it right there. Then you get a beautiful inversion. So might take some shots towards the low. It might take some shots towards the low. So entry short here, stop at this high and take profit at the low. Can take this thing maybe. That will be 500/24, which will be like 20 micros on that one. Stop will be at the high here, and then take profit will be at this low. We are cooked, gang. We are cooked. Okay, let's go to the next thing and stop forcing stuff. You can see the previous day was still bullish anyway. This gap here managed to hold good, and right now in this gap here I still might be, I'm in favor of longs actually, because of the way price is looking. You can see it's just high, low. So why would I be shorting this? Okay, we have a run on this low here, and we also have a low hanging fruit right here, so we can target that as well. I'm checking the 15-minute. So I would like to take some longs towards the high. Opens lower, drops. Like to see it inverse. Okay, I think it's inverse. Okay, it inverse the small gap, really small gap here. Like to see it inverse here though. Okay, here we go. 954 long. It's actually 955. Then stop at this low here. Targeting there's these relatively equal lows. Relatively equal highs, and there is also this high here. That's quite far forward. That makes me target that makes the trade have a target of a 2.5 R. So we'll see what we can do about it. Give me a sec. Okay, so that would be 500 over 32 for around 16 micros on this one. So we'll see if this trade delivers or if it cooks us. Stop at this low here. So I will be extra frugal with this one. Come on, it should go higher, man. I actually think it might not go higher because price has hit a strong draw already. Like this 15-minute gap looks like it's respecting, and it has run the 930 high. I wouldn't expect any much from it, so I'm just gonna let it stop me out for a break even. Then later head to my take profit. This is absolute trauma. You can see actually it's break even, then has to take profit. So should have stick to my rule of not putting to break even until it has moved 80% of the move, because that actually works. Should have stuck to that rule until it has moved at least 80% of the move. Then I should not change anything. Tracement back into the inversion, and then it shoots higher, even though it takes time, but it's a worthwhile trade. Now that there is a break structure, clear break even. Okay, so lesson from this trade again, as I always say, is that I should trail after price has moved at least 80% of the move, because honestly I think break evens hurt more than losers, because I don't know, well, it's not about being attached to the P&L value, it's just, failure to admit that you're wrong, which is also wrong actually. We are already having a drop at the open. Price is still in this gap. We had a very crazy 4-hour close here in London session, and we are having a very beautiful 1-hour gap getting respected here. I'd like to see it head to like this low, or this one maybe. Shorts might be about to start playing out. And so I think I might be looking for some short trades. Today was NFP. You can see this was I believe this was an NFP candle. Yep, it was an NFP candle, so it's a little high, so it might get run, but I would like to see more bearishness today. like to see how price opens before I take any trade, and well, it runs the high here, then delivers to sell side in just the first 3 minutes right away. And obviously this does the same thing. It's consolidating around, but I'd like to see it probably run some more buy side before doing anything else. We now have price run this highs here. It's not like in any gap or something like that, but I can notice a very beautiful inversion in the making right here. Right here. So it's like a retracement higher, then inversion lower. Another entry opportunity. By the way, I would like to see the 30-second provided an opportunity at that 9:30 opening high, because it's possible. So we'll be entering short, stop at the high here, and might take it all the way to this low. That would be 16, is it? Yeah. So stop at the high, take profit at this low here. We are cooked, chat. We are cooked. If it doesn't break here, we are, yeah, we are cooked. So cooked. We are done here. Better close the position because we are done. We are done. 3. Very tricky conditions here. Before closed so bearish, so that's why I believe maybe that this day will continue lower, but not in those kind of stuff. I'd like to see more confluences instead of trying to believe it blindly. But then all the PDRAs that were there, the 5-minute was inverted right here, so there's no like high time frame PDRA to short from. So let's go to the next day. We were wrong about longs. Okay, so since shorts are still holding, I might target here. Now there's the 4 hour. Looks like this one I got still holding. There is also this BPR here that's holding, so we're in a consolidation range. But if it goes lower, I would like to see it head to the daily gap. If not, then all-time high, something like that. So since it's in a range, I'd like to show it from whichever liquidity part that gets run. We have the yellows here, Asia highs here. It's a very beautiful target up there. That's a crazy open. It's heading for the Asia highs. There it goes. So right at the open, right after running this low and forming an inversion at 9:30, right here. It's a very insane push. I'd love to see reject and go lower, but it looks like today price is going to continue higher. The 4 hour closed very crazily bullish, that if you short it, it will be dump, and obviously it hits the all-time high, so we are not having any entry on this. Yeah, you can see all-time high is good. Yeah, okay, it's really close to all-time highs. the gap being here. Yeah. Then entry long, targeting these highs. Whoa, that's a small stop. That would be 516. Insane. So that's 31 micros. 31 micros long. Stop at the low. We see where it heads to. If it reaches here, break even. Okay, yeah, break even. No way. Is this how it should behave when it's close to take profit? Okay, take profit ends up getting hit for very beautiful 2.13 R. So this goes to show that you should wait, because there might be a better entry. I was thinking that maybe one should have got it at the inversion here, but no, you should wait. So this was a very, very beautiful fire long A plus, very, very A plus for sure. And we're what day are we at? February? Yeah, February is the 11th. Now I would like to see 29th, okay. Okay, so when we go to the next day, you can see that price is continuing higher, creating high after high, high after high, and well, for hour we have a small retracement into a gap, and zoom this in. Yeah, there is this retracement here. Now checking the 1 hour, we have also another good retracement, and well, we might use some standard deviations here. Have a very obvious low hanging fruit, and yeah, the standard deviation will be massive because the Asia range is also way too big, so we might aim for the second standard deviation today and stay with it. So market opens lower, goes lower. Whoa, is it going to run the Asia lows? Okay, it runs London lows right here, leaving a very crazy SMT behind, and creates a 2-minute inversion. Would have loved to enter at the 1 minute, but very beautiful 2-minute inversion right here. So 930 high, obvious target for longs. This high here is an obvious target. Stop right there. So that's 500 over 32 once again, giving us 16 micros for longs. And we have a run on liquidity, so it's like all the confluences here, one action up and an SMT as well, and I believe it's a PY, isn't it? Like a 1 hour thing. Yeah, 1 hour gap. So this is an A plus entry, but the funny thing is that not A plus entries can also be losers. So let's see what will happen with this one. We about to get cooked. Okay, 80% move, break even trail, banger take profit right here for 1 point something, 1.4 hour trade. Yeah, right there. So not a bad one, and it continues higher obviously. don't know if it's going to hit the second standard deviation, but it looks like it could. To stay here, closed very awkwardly like a pin bar style, and we have a very beautiful high here, previous daily high, which I think we'll take it for the day because the day looks bullish. And well, aside from that, I think we have like a 2-hour gap. No, there's nothing other than this. So the first thing that I can notice in the confluence is that there is no gap in the hourly time frames, and there is a 15-minute gap here holding with this very beautiful sweep. So I'd like to see if maybe we get some fractal move before I can take longs, but price directly shoots higher without any other runs lower. It actually runs this low. No inversions, then continues higher, so not my trade arsenal. Okay, well, this is a crazy 5-minute inversion, to be honest. Okay. Okay, gonna get a good run on the lows. This low here gets run. Yes, there's still an SMT, so on this 1 minute, I think we can take some good entries here. This 1 minute inversion, can take some longs, targeting like the 930 high, actually, no, not the 930 high, but this high here and this one here. It will be a really big trade, but we'll have to see if the probabilities will play out on this one. To stop at the low, then take profit at the high. We are cooked, chat. We are cooked, chat. Yeah, we are cooked. That was something very, very expected. Because, well, obviously this wasn't 50%, I mean 80%. So, yikes. Either way, good 5-minute gap holding here. The 5-minute gap here got rejected, and we get a very crazy inversion here. Minutes still is forming a beautiful inversion with, I mean, SMT here. So it's in a small 1 hour gap, but I think now I would rather enter in like a 2-minute inversion. Or a small 1-to-1 light risk entry. Crazy consolidation, crazy chalk shop, to be honest. Okay, has the 2-minute inversed? Yep, did. Right here. Which makes me believe that maybe it might head to this high, but I wouldn't take this entry because of this chop here. That's liquidity left behind. I think that this was an absolute beautiful move to the upside. Now, price is obviously continuing higher. Checking the 4 hour, we have, well, no gap here. we have buy side targets and sell side targets. Price is still is in a range. Obviously we have SMT and well, price is in this bearish gap, but I still think price is going higher. I'd like to see if we've got some Asia highs. Okay, here they are. Okay, good. Low hanging fruit for the day. That's what we might target for the day. Okay, right at the open, get a close here, this low here, and price it pulls higher. Okay, living behind a 2-minute inversion. Love to long it here, like targeting these highs. Let's see what happens, you know, find out. Like, do a round and find out. Yeah, this will be like 10. If it doesn't break structure there, then we are cooked. We are really cooked. Okay, this is the break of structure. We are good. I think this is a break even because price had already moved 80% of the expected range. It's 30 and it had moved around 23. It's 23 out of 30, 80% shy of. So break even close. Let's wait for the next opportunity then. We get a crazy retracement lower, running this low, and price falls short of okay. Well, I have a 5-minute run on the lows, the 15-minute gap retracement, and beautiful 2-minute inversion here. This is where the entry should be in for longs towards this high and this high. So I might put the stop quite like here, and that will be 526, which is close to 20, so it's 19 micros for a 2R, or close to a 2R. So take profit at this high. Now let's see where it heads to. No way, we are about to get cooked. Okay, well, trail it. Paying your take profit 2.07 hour locked in. And hey yo, Mood Trading, how you doing, man? Happy New Year to you too, bro. Happy New Year. There was a power outage again, and I'm late to the session, and I think it's buffering. Is it? Okay, so you're having a very continuation. Okay, let's head this to the next day. Okay, so this is the new day. Let's do the analysis and see the as well. Wednesday was a good bullish day. It looks bearish, but it had a very good bullish move. Now checking the 1 hour, price retraced into a small discount here, but I think it would look better on the 2 hour. 2 hour hasn't closed yet. It will close in a few minutes. So if it closes inside this gap, then we can take some good longs towards this high here. But if not, then maybe it's like some Asia lows will be the target. So range. Okay, so we get a run lower here, right at the open. Then a crazy inversion. I would have entered on that, but didn't get the opportunity. And maybe that's why it's dropping up very crazy. Okay, we actually you also had an SMT here. Pro price is dropping like crazy. It's also dropping. Okay, now if it decides to go lower, then obviously I think it will be heading to this gap here, which I mean this Asia low here, which I think it's going to do because the 50-minute gap is rejecting, 30-minute gap is rejecting. So there is nothing, I believe there is nothing against the price moving all the way lower. So maybe interest should have been in here, but it's way too choppy for me to decide that. I'd rather wait for price to give me clearer conditions for entry, like these ones where we have a run on the Asia lows right here and a run on these lows, for me to now see if I can take some longs, maybe like towards this high, I believe. So this will be a 2-minute and a 1-minute inversion that I'm going to enter from, targeting this high here, and my stop will be at the low for 500 over 24 some rows. So more trading, how you doing, man? How's your day going? Stop will be at the low here, and then take profit will be at this high. Looks like we are having some drops, but if price reaches here, somewhere around here, I might trail to break even, because as of now it's dancing around and going quite slow, I'd say. Okay, this is a very easy break even, and don't tell me it's going to fall short of the high. This was few points close. Okay, so very beautiful 2.6 hour trade locked in with around 1 point something, 1 point like 1.6k, I don't know, 1.3k I believe, 1.3k, yeah, 1.3k take profit. So very beautiful entry, a very beautiful trade overall. So how long did this trade take? From here to here, this is close to 1 hour. 3 minutes. It was 3 minutes before. It would be 1 full hour. So good trade here. A very good trade. Let's head on to the next day. Okay. So next day is also looking somewhat bullish. Now when we check the 4 hour, we are having a high low situation as usual, like a clear indication of bullishness. Now if this gap here could hold, then we can target this long here. And well, there's also a discount 1 hour gap that looks so obvious to me. So you run the dips into the gap, then runs higher. That's something I would like to trade on in this session. Okay, price fails to do exactly that, but we'll see. Okay, don't tell me that this power is playing with me. More trading. That was a very crazy trade. I mean, 1 hour trade was a good one. Just that I take those trades rarely. Those long trades, like where I wait for 1 full hour, a good one. So price is dropping around here. I can determine what it's doing, but let's see what we can get from it. Yo, I don't think I'd get anything here. Is it like a non-use Monday? Nope, there were actually some news. It's just that it decided to drop on that day. Give me a sec. Okay, we won't be trading this day, obviously. I personally wouldn't trade this day, but I'm going to push to the next day. We have a crazy 4-hour situation here where each session drop, breaking structure here. I mean, shifting, having a market structure shift here. So I think maybe it might retrace hang lower. What is happening? Wow. Can't trust the power these days. Okay, we have a very huge gap here, which I honestly think price could go lower today, but I will be open to anything that could happen because I've seen so many occurrences where gaps like this get disrespected. But if it was a new week open gap, I would expect I would expect it to get respected. But if it doesn't get respected, it's also okay. I would like to see price reject, and I'd like to see price rejected and go lower. So if it doesn't reach to it, it's also great. Okay, that's a crazy move right at the open. You can see 930, very crazy inversion here after running these relatively equal lows, and it was an SMT with ES obviously. And then after running those highs there, we get a beautiful 2-minute inversion, which I'd like to short from and target the lows here, probably this low here and this one, something like this. So what I would like to see happen, but might also be interfered by these gaps here. You can see it right there. So we'd rather wait for like an hourly close or something like that. So you can see the 4-hour and the 1-hour closed so bullish that I wouldn't be confident taking any shorts right now. So we are just going to sit and wait for like the next few 30 minutes, because that's where we're gonna get like a beautiful retracement to probable POI where one can take some longs. Now let's have a retracement into this 15-minute gap. Very crazy retracement. I don't know if this was like some news, but this retracement is good that we can use it for longs. So we have a very crazy SMT with these lows, and if it inverses, we may take like just a simple 1-to-1 targeting the highs. Oh, it did inverse here. Well, it did on this gap here, and checking the 15, it's rejecting this 15 gap, so we might as well target here. So that will be a simple winning day for a 1 2 1. Nice, will be longing like this, take profit at this high, and stop will be somewhere below this low for 13 points. That would be 500 or 26, which is now around 19 micros long. So stop at the low here. It moves 80% of the move, we close the position. Okay, there it goes. Crazy break even, bro. Crazy break even. This is a crazy break even. Wow. So still should take profit by how many points? It was a few points already. I think it's because yes is dropping, so should have expected that either way. Gosh. Wow. Let me switch the internet real quick. Okay, I believe it's back. Now we can move on. Okay. So let's go to the next day here. One thing I can notice is that we have a good expansion higher right at the daily open. And when you check the 4-hour, price is expanding higher with a very beautiful 4-hour inversion. I'd like to use some standard deviations and see like maybe where price could expand to today. Probably here and here. Those will be the potential targets. Now I'm running out of power. Give me a few seconds as I switch offices. God. Okay, this is where it all happens. The room. Okay, let's go. And where is my charger? Okay. Okay, let's get moving. Okay, so I believe now it's looking very great. Yeah, I just gave you a really quick, good house tour. I have one little room where I do all my trading. The screen here and the board and little lights to make the cam look good. Now let's see what we can get from this day here. Yes, it's also moving high, but it hasn't run the issue highs yet. So what are we working with here? Mic test, mic test. Okay. Okay, I believe it works. Okay, now since price is heading higher, I'd like to see maybe like a run on some liquidity. Ooh, crazy drop. A couple. Okay, it's not too much SMTs, but just one low. So there's an SMT there, and then well, I would like to see price shoot higher, but it's failing to give like gap retracement. We actually have a gap retracement, but there is no like inversion, so we don't have anywhere to enter from right now. Maybe on the next retracement might get a good move. Okay, we get a 5-minute gap retracement with an SMT somewhere here. Actually, there is no SMT, just a simple 5-minute gap retracement. Okay, and a small inversion here for 1 point. So the 5-minute is still rejecting here, and well, just a small gap there. If it was a 2-minute, I would have entered right there, targeting like these highs. But this was an extremely choppy but very bullish day, so wasn't bad after all. Now we go to a new day. Okay, now checking the 4H, we are having a good expansion to the highs. I think we can expand to like this high here. We have a good gap here that's holding, and checking the 1 hour, well, there are these gaps here. I mean, there are these gaps here, so if these gaps could hold, then we can take some good longs. I think price, okay, we are presented with a range bound opportunity again. I think price could run this Asia low, then deliver to the Asia highs. So let's explore what it is about to do. Okay, it's saying open, price directly shoots higher, falls short of this high here, then melts towards these lows. Very insane. Just ran the lows already. Okay, so all I can notice is that we have a very good run on liquidity. It fell short of this low here, but it inverted a very good gap here as well, and this will be a risky, very risky entry, because ES has already taken out this high, but we might target the London highs here. Range bound entry. So targeting this high here with my stop like somewhere around here, 18 points. Wait, that's 500 at T1, 36, so that's 14 micros. I'd like to see where that Asia high, I mean this London high is on ES, so that I can track the movements, because soon we might get stopped out. Trailed here. Yeah, we are done. We are cooked. Yeah. So I end up getting stopped out for $63, close to break even, but very choppy range by the way. Thanks. Let's head to the next day. Okay, next day was, the previous day was so bearish. It doesn't confirm that the whole time frame, the whole market is going to flip bearish, but it might give some hints. Now the daily, obviously, I don't think it has run significant liquidity because there is still too much liquidity. It has just run this low here, so there's a possibility it could continue lower. But when we check the 4 hour, we have a very crazy gap here. So if it's going lower, then we can have a run here, then price was lower. So that's what I would be looking out for this day. Price heads into this gap, then delivers lower. So overall bearish, short-term bullish. Where are they open? Market melts lower. Wow. Okay, insane. Looks like it's already gonna take out the bearish draws on liquidity, like this daily gap here, obviously tapping into a daily gap. I believe ESL has also done the same thing. Yeah. Okay, well, that was a crazy close. That was a crazy drop. Okay, get a small 2-minute inversion. Can target like a 5-minute premium. That's what I would like to like here, or even the 9:30 opening high, like this high here. Even though it's really far, but it will all depend on how this 1 hour closes. Because if this 1 hour closes so bullish, then the entry will continue higher. If it doesn't, then we are cooked. So it will be a small 1-to-1 targeting a premium gap. Okay, one thing I can also note here is that, well, this is an SMT. Let's check. It's actually not that SMT. There's no SMT here, so we might get cooked if the next 15-minute candle opens and runs through this high here. So this will be like a small break-even level. There will be a stop at this low, take profit at this high. Yeah, we are cooked. Well, 4 hour and 1 hour closed so bearish. So you get a run on these highs here, and if you get an inversion lower, then I would like to sell it. Okay, here is the inversion, this gap. So 1 minute inversion, didn't enter at the 2-minute, but it also offered a good entry. This might be a negative RR, that's the only problem, but everything else about this trade will be so good. So we bought 12 micros, failed. Now we are selling 12 micros. Very absurd. Take profit at the low. And wait. Anger, take profit right there. And we are at 9.7k, close to 10k for this session, and we're still in February. Okay, so that was a very light trade, let's say. Light move for the day. Okay, let's head to the next day and see how it's looking like. Whoa, absolute generational meltdown, which I think we will be doing tomorrow, as today's session is going to end here. And very much thanks and a huge shout out to Mo Trading. Man, you are a very consistent guy, and we shall make it. Have a very great night and a happy new year. I believe we are already on the last day of the year. Yeah, grateful to have known some people from trading, like Mo Trading, and some people who show up, during this backtesting session. So have a great time, and thank you for showing up. Until next time, which is obviously today in the evening, where we'll be doing the New Year's Eve backtesting session. Stay blessed and have a great time. Peace.